Now Sharp. Now Ball jacks up a three. He drills the three.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the court for the Celtics, filling the perimeter slots, it'll be White and Tatum. Then it's Sharp, then it's Ball, and it's Garza in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A 2-point game. Here's Sharp. Tatum with it. He's picked up by White. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Now onto the Kumbo. And stolen by Tatum. Now Ball to take the lead. Not gonna go. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Now onto the Kumbo. And the double up onto the Kumbo. From outside. Sharp rips down the rebound. Boston shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Oh, the dunk!
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man ball is used to the spotlight.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Back in for Boston. Brown comes in for Sharp. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Ball against White. Got it to go off the glass.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Vucevic is screen on Brown. Now Vucevic. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
White outside to take the lead.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. Well, we'll see if they try.
Here's Ball. Brown inside. Laravia's there. Nurkic. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order.
God, he sucks, free throws. Oh, God. Oh, wow.
To get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Tatum outside. Ball. The long shot, no good. And so it's Chicago winning this one. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played great pride.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
No, this game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball. We knocked down shots. But most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. So long, everyone.
That's why they lost. He didn't do anything.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kevin Love's checked in for the Pistons. Jaden Ivey comes in for Gary Payton. Now let's take a minute to talk about courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's check in for Brandon Miller. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at Miller.
Keep it on
Some
Hall
might
of
say
Fame.
he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Jake LaRavia out there with White. Then it's Jordan. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Vucevic in at the 4. That's the group on the 4 for Chicago.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Cunningham for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Johnson for 3. The 3 goes down.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Antetokounmpo outside. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And stolen by Jordan. It's stolen by Cunningham. From 15 feet away, it's good.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
Cunningham pulls it down.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 7. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Giannis automatic. Inside.
You can tell Giannis loves delivering in these moments. Puts the team on his back without hesitation.
Johnson outside. Here's Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Now here's White with the drive. Antetokounmpo fires. The 3 is off.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Knocks down the 3.
Well, every season, Johnson seems to take another leap. What a big night for him. You have to be excited about this guy's future.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Vucevic. The 3 doesn't go. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all. at that moment. Miller's checked in for Vucevic. You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminded and reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation for sure. Here's Johnson following the three-point basket by Chicago. Let's lose a three. Miller there for the rebound. And so here in Chicago, they trail by 3.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again.
Yeah, mental error there. You hate to give away.
And that one misses. Now the Pistons with it. They've led by as much as 10. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminded and reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation for sure.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up missing both free throws. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And that's going to be a technical. Not a smart move, to say the least.
You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track.
I don't get that. You don't want to tech in this situation or any situation for that matter.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, what a finish.
Did you see that? My God.
Goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. It's all about Antetokounmpo, and so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They've moved their way to
try to
the
help
east
them.
side of the bracket and are headed for the final game of the NBA Cup.
He had just one game. Winner takes all. You know they're going to be bringing that competitive fire. They want to be the ones hoisting that cup.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting everyone involved, including yourself. Can you elaborate on how?
We were just being unselfish. You know, we don't really care who scored. We just want to win the game. You got to stay ready. Like I always say, got to stay locked in and got to stay focused. We all came out, we played hard, and we got the job done.
Everyone was ready tonight. Thanks, Kobe.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see you later on.
Definitely why they won. He didn't even have any fucking points till the fourth quarter. He had 9 points. He struggled. He struggled the last 2 games, really. Because he played really fucking good, so. Yeah, he's not been playing like he has. He used to. Last 3 games, he's been out a little bit. He's got help.